Hello, and welcome to my proper hygiene training. My name is Erin Smithers, and I'm with the New Jersey Self-Advocacy Project with the ARC of New Jersey. Let's get started. So, what is proper hygiene? Hygiene is taking care of your body, making sure that you're always clean and healthy, and it's an important part of living a healthy lifestyle. It can really help with parts of your social life, your personal life, and also your business life. If any of those are important to you and you are having some trouble with them, then these are some tips that you should look into. So, why is proper hygiene important? Well, because personal hygiene can keep illnesses and diseases away. When you keep yourself clean, you're keeping all of the germs and everything that can harm you off of you. Good hygiene can boost your self esteem and your confidence. And staying clean and healthy, obviously, can make you look and feel a lot better. People around you will definitely notice as well. So, what can happen without good hygiene? If you aren't taking care of yourself, these are some of the things that can happen to you. Your teeth can get cavities, it can cause bad breath, or your teeth can simply rot out if you do not take proper dental care, like brushing your teeth, flossing, or using mouthwash. If you don't wash or brush your hair, it can become oily or it can cause dandruff. It can also become matted, and you'll get kind of dread looking things in your hair that can be really hard to get out without cutting them out. And your hair can also start to have an odor. If you're not washing or showering properly, your body can smell. You can also develop skin problems like acne or sores. If you are constantly shaking people's hands and touching items and you're not washing your hands, you can easily spread illnesses to other people, especially if you're sick. And then again, if you're not washing properly and you're not taking care of yourself and you have an odor or you just kind of look dirty, you could lose friends or you could lose your job. It's important when you work in close proximity with people, or if you're in an area where there are a lot of people near you, they can, be off-put by an odor or, dirt or anything on you. It kind of makes people want to stay away from you. So let's start with proper oral care. This is your teeth, your mouth, everything in that area. So you want to take care of your teeth. It's very important because they will not last forever. They will rot, they will fall out of your mouth. You want to take care of them so you have them for as long as you can. So you want to brush them at least twice a day, preferably after you eat, for 2 minutes at a time. That might seem like a long time, but it's important to make sure you're getting every area of your teeth. You want to get behind your teeth, your back teeth, your upper teeth. You also want to brush your tongue and the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth. If you can't brush after you eat or after a meal, then try flossing. This will help to get rid of food particles in between your teeth. Also, using mouthwash will help kill other germs in your mouth and help fight diseases like gingivitis. You want to make sure you're going to the dentist regularly. That way, if any problems do come up, they don't get too bad and you can fix them before they become a real big problem. Eating properly can also help keep your teeth healthy. So eating a lot of vegetables and fruits and trying to stay away from the sugar can help keep cavities out of your mouth. Also, something that's not on this slide is taking care of your lips. In the winter or sometimes in the summer, if you get sick, your lips can become chapped. They might crack, they might start to bleed. So try to keep your lips moisturized by using a chapstick or even just a lip gloss as a barrier to, the outside world. This will help keep your lips healthy, and also think about using an SPF, a chapstick that has a sunblock in it, because your lips can also get sunburn and that is very painful. So let's move on to clean bodies. So you want to shower or bathe daily, especially if you've worked out or you sweat a lot, if you're in an area where it's very, very hot, and you just want to make sure you're cleaning all of that off of you. It can cause an odor if it builds up. Plus, you don't want to go around looking greasy or wet. You don't even want to go around looking wet. Make sure you're using a shampoo or a conditioner or both. Some people only use a conditioner, some only use a shampoo. Whatever you can find that works for your hair. You want to make sure though that you're scrubbing your scalp. You're not just washing your hair, but you want to clean at the roots of your hair to make sure you're getting all of those dead skin cells and any hair product that you use, or even just everyday sweat and oils. You want to make sure you're cleaning that all off of your head and your scalp. You want to make sure you're washing your whole body. You want to get every area that you can. You want to make sure that every part of you is staying clean. And then when you're done, you want to brush your hair. Make sure it doesn't get matted. If it's long enough, if you have really short hair, you might not need to worry about that, or just run a comb through it. Make sure it stays knot free. You also want to clean under your nails. You'll notice that if you have longer nails, a lot of dirt, skin, oils, food, everything gets stuck under your nails. So it's important just to take a nail brush and scrape underneath your nails to clean them out every once in a while. You definitely want to use deodorant. Even if you feel like you don't have body odor or you smell, a lot of times you might become what's called nose blind to your own smells. Other people can smell you, but because you're kind of used to your smell and you're around it all the time, your nose might not recognize it. So it's definitely important to always use deodorant. And also remember that a perfume or a cologne doesn't count as being clean. You might smell clean, or if you use too much of it, you just might smell bad anyway, but it doesn't make you clean. You're still having all of those germs and the dirt underneath the perfume and cologne, so it's not going to count as a shower unless you get in the shower. And again, like I said on the last slide, this isn't on here, but your skin is very important and you want to keep that healthy as well. So it's very important that if you're going out, if you're in the sunlight, even if you're just going to be in the sun for a little bit, put on some sunblock and protect your skin. You want to help protect from the sun's rays and from any harmful effects from being out in the sun too long, like sunburn, because that can cause things like cancer, and you want to make sure you're protecting yourself. So now that your body is all clean, let's make sure that you're putting some clothes that are clean on top of your body. So you always want to make sure your clothes are clean. Sometimes it's okay to rewear a shirt if it didn't get stained or dirty or it doesn't have an odor. So remember, putting dirty clothes on a clean body is just going to make your body dirty. You just spent time cleaning yourself. You want to make sure that your clothes are clean as well. Try to keep your clothes clean throughout the day as well. There are things that can happen, like you might spill some food on it, or if you're working out really hard, you might get some sweat through your clothes. It's important to maybe bring a backup pair of clothes so that you can change out of them. You want to kind of keep the odors away. And then wear clean clothes every day. You definitely should not rewear dirty underwear. That is one thing that you want to make sure is always, always clean. So now let's talk about your hands specifically. We've talked about your body and your hair and your mouth, but let's talk about your hands. You use your hands for everything. If you think about it, you're shaking people's hands, you're high-fiving, maybe you're hugging, you're touching your hair, you're touching your face. And then think about when you're in the bathroom. You're touching things that a lot of other people are touching as well. The sink, the doorknobs, the toilet paper dispenser. So you just want to make sure that you're keeping your hands clean. Possibly extra clean, more clean than you're keeping the rest of your body, because they get dirty a lot faster. So you want to make sure you're washing your hands regularly. You want to use soap and water and scrub your hands for 30 seconds. This is about the length of the happy birthday song, or if you sing the alphabet, it's about that long as well. But you want to make sure you're really getting all the areas of your hand, in between your fingers, under your nails, the back of your hands, things you might not think to wash. Make sure you're really scrubbing that with soap and water. And then rinse and dry your hands thoroughly. We don't want to have wet hands going all over the place, because you ever shake someone's hand who's wet? That's not that fun. And then if you can't get to a place where you can wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. They're probably all around you. Everybody carries them around now. There's probably one in the room with you right now. But it's a good thing to maybe get a smaller bottle and carry that around with you for when you can't wash your hands. This is really great for if you're in areas with a lot of people, like an airport, or if you're at a work function and you're shaking hands a lot, or you're hanging out with a lot of people and you've just like high-fived or hugged a lot. You just want to make sure you're keeping your hands clean. You might not be sick, but someone else might be and just spread their germs to you. So again, you want to wash your hands before you eat, definitely. After you sneeze, because that's how you spread germs. After you use the bathroom. When you're sick, if you're around a lot of people, and then of course if they're just dirty. Try to keep your hands always clean. That's going to be the gateway to spreading illnesses. So let's talk about when you are sick. If you sneeze or you cough, use your elbow, not your hands. And the reason you want to do this is because of what we just talked about. You use your hands for everything. If you sneeze into your hands or you cough into your hands, now your hands are filled with your germs. If you touch other people, if you touch a doorknob, if you touch a wall or a light switch, you're spreading those germs. However, if you cough or sneeze into your elbow, it's going to contain those germs. You don't normally touch other people's elbows, or you don't use your elbow to touch other things, so the germs are kind of contained in that area. And when you get a chance, you want to make sure you're showering or washing up. When you're sick, you want to make sure that you're staying in bed. You want to rest up. You want to make sure you're drinking a lot of liquids, because you're going to lose a lot of liquids when you're sick. And just relax. Try to just stay home and not do anything. You want to give your body time to heal and repair itself. Because it's working overtime to kind of get rid of all those germs and illnesses inside of you, you're going to be tired. So it's important just to kind of lay down and relax. You definitely don't want to go to work, because that's how you spread it. That's how you get other people sick. And then it's just going to go back around, and it might get you sick again too in the future. So just try to stay home. If you can, make sure you're calling work and letting them know, or you're calling school and just letting them know that you're not going to be in today. That way they're not wondering where you are, and maybe they can get someone to help out in your position. And then limit your contact with other people. This might be harder if you live with other people, but you want to kind of keep yourself quarantined. You want to stay in one area and maybe just have one person checking on you, making sure you're okay, getting you any food or drinks that you need. But try not to go around and hang out with a lot of people, because again, that's how you get other people sick. And then you're going to have to wash your hands or use sanitizer a lot more than you normally would. So we talked about making sure you're washing your hands a lot, but when you're sick, you really have to keep your hands clean, because it's going to be so easy to just get yourself sick again, and hard to get rid of whatever's bothering you. And then if you have some sort of infection, it could be easy to spread it with your hands. So for instance, if you have pink eye in one eye and you rub your eye, if you touch your other eye, you're going to spread that to your other eye. So it's just important to make sure after everything you do, just use a little sanitizer or wash your hands and keep them clean. All right, so let's talk about bathroom etiquette. You want to clean the seat when you're done. Sometimes something might splash back up, or either way, if it's just water or whatever, you just want to make sure that you're wiping down the seat when you're done if it's messy. You also want to make sure that the sink isn't messy either. I know a lot of times when you go to wash your hands, you might get water everywhere, or if you're using soap, it might squirt out and make a mess on the counter. But that's your mess, so it's your responsibility. So you want to make sure you're cleaning up after yourself. And then after you wash your hands, you might want to use a towel to open the door, a paper towel or a napkin, because there are a lot of germs on those door handles. If you think about everyone who uses the bathroom and they don't wash their hands and then they touch the door handle, kind of is a little gross. So using a towel to open up the door helps keep your hands clean. And then lastly, you want to just clean up after yourself in general. This might mean making sure your area isn't cluttered, or that there isn't a lot of kind of junk in your area. Keep it organized. But it also might mean to physically clean it with a cleaner, cleaning up any crumbs or drink that spilled, anything like that. You want to actually make sure you're cleaning the area of germs, but also of clutter. So If you're in a workspace and you work close to other people, you have to be aware that other people might be using that area as well, especially if you're at home too. You are kind of sharing common areas with a lot of other people, like the kitchen or the bathroom or the living room. So you want to make sure that you're cleaning up after yourself because that's just respectful to the other people. You want them to clean up after themselves if they make a mess. So it's just reciprocal that you clean up after yourself as well. And then make sure you're cleaning up after you eat. You don't want to leave out dirty dishes or dirty cups or food particles because that's how you get things like ants and mold. So after you eat, just try to clean up all of your dishware, clean up your area, and make sure that's clean. And then again, clean your work area to eliminate the possibility of germs or mold. This is especially important if you or someone near you was just sick as well. You want to use a Clorox wipe or some sort of cleaner to clean up any area that they touched. So that way that you know the germs that they had when they were sick or that you had when you were sick are gone. And that's going to really help prevent people from getting sick again or spreading it to other people. So again, just make sure that you're keeping yourself clean, you're keeping your area clean, and you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel a lot better with your self-esteem, but your body might also feel a lot better too because you're not getting sick as much and everything's working how it's supposed to and your hair looks great and your breath smells fantastic and you're just going to feel like $1,000,000. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to email me or call me at the information listed here on the screen. And I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and don't forget to wash your hands.